right, we're live. Lord willing, you can hear us clear. Get my mic. All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hebrew Israelites back again with another lesson. This live lesson this time because we ain't got time to be, editing lessons and stuff like that. Because this is about civil unrest that's coming after this election, man. And the election is tomorrow. Today is November 4th. Tomorrow's November 5th. And apparently that's the day of the election. So, you know what I mean? Ain't no time to be messing around, editing and chopping up bits and all that. We're just gonna go live today, and Lord willing, this works out good. But we got a few precepts on deck and a few clips to play. So, Lord willing, this lesson's edifying because basically what's going on right now is these Edomites are in a situation where they're showing how desperate they are, right, over this election. They worship Donald Trump like he's their god for most of them. You do also have others that worship Kamala, but they're, in a nutshell, they're basically dependent on these two to save them. So this is what this lesson is going to be about. All right, so Lord willing, you're edified. Now, before we begin this lesson, we're going to give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. All right. Double honors to the elders that we learned from. You already know who they are. And shalom to you, Israelites on the highways and hedges, giving up your body as a living sacrifice. Shalom to you, diligent brothers, okay, and your obedience. And shalom to you, Akwaf, you Israelite sisters that are in order, the few that may be watching. Shalom to you. And shalom to you, Israelites scattered abroad. That means you Israelites that look like these other nations, okay, because this thing ain't about color. So you do have Israelites that look like so-called white people. You have Israelites that look like so-called Chinese people and all that. But if your seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you are indeed a Hebrew Israelite, because this thing ain't about color. We don't teach that this is about color, okay? And there are other camps out there that are false prophets that will prophesy to rise in these end times, and they teach that it's about color, okay? But, scriptures say you'll know them by their fruits. You'll know the true prophets by their fruits. Because if it don't line up with sound doctrine, then they're a false prophet. And the scriptures speak about the seed line of the Father. Okay. So shalom. And we pray this lesson is edifying. All right. So what we'll do first, right? I guess we'll bring out a clip or something and show you what's coming. So if I add that to the stage, let's drop this, drop that. And then if I pull up, right, I'm trying to think of what I should play first. Because I've got a few videos here. Basically, right, first one I guess I'll play is this one here. I came across a couple of days ago. Let me pause it real quick.
Man, I went to the gun store today.
1 second. I don't know if they can see this. Let me
I can see it.
You can see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me pull up StreamYard real quick and just double check. Okay, because it does say that it can see the whole screen, so I guess it can see what I see. So all right then, cool. Let's drop this then. I'm gonna go ahead and play that clip, because basically what I'm about to play, you got Jake that went to the gun store, all right, the shooting range, and at the shooting range, you had a whole bunch of people there, a bunch of Edomites, right? The Edomites are the so-called white people, and they were basically lining up in a big queue, you know what I mean, taking their family to go to the shooting range and practice, because basically they're preparing for civil unrest, while Jake, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the biblical Hebrew Israelites, they're in a world of their own. And they're constantly pissing the Lord off because they don't take the times they live in serious. They don't want to come back to their Lord. They want to vote, you know what I mean, they want to twerk. They're doing all this folly and into entertainment and bullcrap, while Esau's preparing. Esau's taking his family to hit the gun range because they know what's coming, man. They're anticipating this, and they're gonna be the aggressor, and it's gonna catch Jake off guard, man. You know, Esau loves his blessing. His blessing was the sword, the gun. So you know they're in there itching to use them guns, and if their king, their god, you know that they worship so much, Mr. DJ Trump, if he doesn't come into office, these Edomites are gonna go nuts. They're gonna lose their mind because that's their last hope to save America, man. But anyway, without further ado, before I ramble on, we'll play this quick clip and then we'll speak on it. All right, because we got scriptures that line up with these times that we're heading into, right? 1 second. All right, hopefully it's loud enough too. Let me turn this down so it's not so echoey. Oh, actually, we'll put that to about 10. All right, 1 second. Here we go.
Y'all to grab myself some extra artillery, treat myself to something nice for these festive times that we living in. And when I tell y'all I was the only black person in there, I was the only black person in that motherfucker. And I go to this one all the time. This is the main shop and range that I go to. So every time I went in there, I ain't always been the only black person. But this time was different because I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna run in there on my lunch break, grab what I want real quick, and just dip out. When I tell you, and it was like 1:30, bro, 2 o'clock at the latest. When I tell you, bro, these white folks was piling in this bitch, you would have thought this shit was some type of convention, bro. Like, I seen a group of like maybe 18, 19 at the oldest year old white boys in there. Each one of them white boys had like 2 rifle bags and shit, getting ready to go to the range. They treating that shit like it's laser tag, chopping it up, oh yeah, talking about school and all this other shit. Then you got all these other white dudes in there with their wives, bro. They grabbing ammunition, they grabbing silencers, bipods. I'm like, yo, man, this shit is fucking crazy, bro. And I'm like, this shit is wild, bro. I had to grab myself some extra ammunition because I'm like, yo, y'all not about to leave me with nothing, bro. Leave me out here high and dry like that. It's like, fuck that shit, bro. I was like, damn, maybe I should buy me something else. This shit is fucking ridiculous. And I know it's election time, so you know, these NRA type of motherfuckers start losing their top a little bit and go over the edge. But bro, this was different because I didn't been to the store and the range around election time before, and it was never like this, bro. Not no 1 o'clock on a weekday. I know it's Friday and shit, but 1 o'clock on a weekday, people bringing their whole fucking families. And I looked on their website too. It wasn't no type of special event or nothing, bro. These folks was not fucking around, bro. Every white person that walked in that bitch, they was headed straight to the range and had like 2, 3 rifle bags with their ass, bro. They was not fucking around. I'm like, man, my people got to hurry up and get in here and load up because I don't know what the fuck they doing, but they damn sure ain't playing.
Yeah. Right. So basically, that's Esau's blessing is the sword. Let me quickly turn to that because this is why they're so comfortable in that gun range, you know, laughing, joking, and all that. You know what I mean? Having fun because that's their playground, man. These Edomites live in that gun range. That's when they see a Jake walk up in there, I'm sure they got the, you know, this feeling that comes over them like, what are you doing here? Because they know, man, that's their blessing. Let's quickly turn to it, right? Because the Bible says all this. The Bible tells you that Esau, which is a so-called white man, hey, for one, he loves to hunt, right? That's his thing. And for two, his blessing was the sword. You can't mess with Esau when it comes to his blessing, right? So it says, let's probably skip up a little bit, right? Right. So basically, Jacob came and supplanted Esau of the blessing, right, from his father Isaac, and Esau, right? It says here, Genesis 27:38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. Because he realized that, obviously, Jacob, his brother, which is the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, our forefather Jacob came before Esau because Esau was out hunting, right, as he likes to do. And Jacob came and basically swiped up his through subtlety, took his birthright, right? Took the blessing, which was his birthright, but because he sold his birthright, so the Lord set up that whole situation, and Esau was butthurt about it. So he says, "He bless me, even me also, O my father." And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Grown ass man crying like a baby because he was that hurt over it, right? That butt hurt. And the thing is, he's still butt hurt to this day in the spirit. They don't know it though. The people that don't, these Edomites that don't know their history, they don't know where they come from. They don't know who they are according to the Bible. They don't know why they hate us so much. But it all goes back to this. All right. So basically, his father, after Esau was crying like a little bitch, he basically, his father, Isaac, said here in verse 39, it says, "And Isaac's his father answered and said unto him, Behold, basically, I'll give you a blessing, right? So he says, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above." So basically, Esau was blessed with the nicest places of the earth. Anything new gets invented, they're the first to have it. They have the nicest cars, and they got their car shows where they're showing the latest newest Tesla models and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? That's Esau, man. You ain't seeing any so-called blacks, Latinas, and Native Americans doing that, because this ain't our kingdom. The fatness of the earth was given to him, but it wasn't forever. All right. We're going to get to the point right here. It says, right, because this is another blessing that he had. It says, "And by thy sword shalt thou live." And that's the point we want to get at, man. Esau's blessing was the sword. This is a characteristic of Esau, how you can further identify him in the days we're living in now, right? And it says, "And shalt serve thy brother," right? Because we ruled over them at one point in history, what he likes to call the Dark Ages. They say, "Oh, we don't have any records of that time." There was nothing happening, which is a damn lie, because obviously he rules the world, he controls history. And when you control history and tell people what's real, what the world is about, then you can control their minds. And this man is a natural born liar. So it says, "And shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion which they have now," because now they're ruling over us, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So basically, we had them under our foot, and now they're ruling the earth, but that ain't forever. Right. It says here, "And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him." Right. So basically, Jacob got the better blessing, which was supposed to be Esau's. Right. But he came through with subtlety and supplanted that. Okay. Which the Lord, like I said, the Lord Yahweh set up that whole scenario. Okay. Because it was always foretold that Esau was the son of perdition. Right. So it says, and Esau hated Jacob, and that hatred is still with them to this day. This is why they see Kamala Harris about to supplant the the rulership of America, and they think that she's doing all this deception and stuff to try and win the election and all that. Which I don't follow that stuff too closely, but you know what I mean. That's the rumors that's going around, is that she's doing all this trickery. And basically, they're pissed off because they're looking at her as a so-called black woman when she's really not, right? When you check up her family lineage and stuff, you see that she actually goes back to Esau, okay? Slave master, right? And it says, "And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand," because obviously he got the blessing from Isaac when Isaac was on his deathbed. Right. So he knew that his dad was about to die. So he said, "The days of mourning for my father are at hand." He said, "Then will I slay my brother Jacob." And that's why you see them killing us like crazy in this world right now, lynching us, their police officers killing us in cold blood in the streets and then getting away with it. You know what I mean? And also them hanging us. You see a random nigga gets hung in North Carolina or something, and then they'll say, "Oh yeah, that was a suicide." Immediately dismiss it as a suicide, right? because they're they control the court system and all that. So basically, the point is that Esau lives by the sword, and they have a perpetual hatred for us. So when they see that their king, their god, Donald Trump, when they see that he either doesn't win, right, or he does win, it don't matter. But if he, let me put it to you this way: if he doesn't win, these Edomites are gonna be pissed, right? But if he does win, they're still gonna be in a spirit of let's get these niggers out our damn country, basically, right? That's how they feel, because they got all these brown colored people flooding in the country, which you have what the world would call good people among them, right? It's not all criminals, but yeah, a few criminals, because there are a lot of criminals that were let over the border, but the few criminals that are causing trouble, that's enough to send these people nuts. And you know what I mean? The media is controlled by the enemy, and they're kicking the ass out of this, man. The propaganda and stuff. They're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, right? So these Edomites, they know how to push these Edomites button. It ain't very hard. What you got to do is have a brown colored person do a little something, something that they dislike, and these people are up in arms, man. Same thing happened here in the UK recently over some brown colored boy had stabbed up a child or something like that, and then a so-called white child, and then they said it was Muslims, right? Which it turned out not to be. It wasn't nothing to do with him being a Muslim or anything like that, right? But that was enough to send these Edomites over the edge, because us in England, we also have the same situation as America, where there's a border crisis. You got all these immigrants coming in the country illegally, right? So the same scenario is happening everywhere Esau is dwelling, because this is what the Lord is putting upon them. He's stirring the pot, man. But these Edomites are not wise enough to understand that. It's only the men of the Lord that can see what's really going on, because we put all our trust in these scriptures, and they don't lie. They explain everything, and we're going to get into that in this lesson, and open up your eyes there. Civil war is coming, and it is very much biblical prophecy. Have you got anything you want to say before I continue? Hold on one second. Let me can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I had it on mute.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
no, I don't have anything to bring out. We can just keep it flowing.
All
I've got
right.
I've got some scriptures, but yeah, I'll bring them out in a bit.
All right, cool. So as you saw in that clip anyway, that video I just played, right? That Jake was he saw a whole line of Edomites up there getting ready for this civil war, right? Let's just bring out a precept or two on that, because civil war is coming. It's very much biblical, right? So this is the book of Second Ezra. I'm gonna start. This is chapter 15. I'm gonna start at verse 10, right? It says, "Behold, my people, which are the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, are led as a flock to the slaughter, because we're living in the land of our enemies. We were stolen from Africa, which wasn't our homeland, first of all." And all the people that say, "Oh, it's the Africans that sold the Africans," no, it was Hamites that sold Israelites. Okay. Just because we were living in Africa don't mean we were African. We're nothing like them. Okay. So I just had to get that point across, because I hear that so many times. These people don't know nothing, man. "Behold, my people, the Israelites, is led as a flock to the slaughter. We're in the hands of these devils. We have to eat their food, their disgusting GMO poisoned up food, man, right? And their water and their synthetic clothing and all that. We have to live according to their rules. We have to pay our bill. We have to pay all our money into their hands, and we ain't got no might in our hand. We ain't even in our own homeland, man." So it says, "My people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt," which is America. It ain't talking about ancient Egypt. Okay. Let's quickly, you know what? We'll prove that in the future, because there is a precept I got on deck later that will actually, further prove what I'm talking about. But Egypt is America when it says the land of Egypt, right? So the Lord is basically getting ready to deliver us from America, and anywhere else in the world we've been scattered to. But the main deliverance is going to be America. That's the main showdown, you know. So it says in Second Ezra 15:11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt, America, with plagues as before. So when did ancient Egypt, after Pharaoh delivered the Israelites from ancient Egypt, when did the Lord smite Egypt with the plagues the plagues of the Bible that he did before? It's talking about America, and right now he's smiting Egypt with plagues. America, they've got all kind of tornadoes and hurricanes, and they've got civil war. They've got all kind of plagues, man. So the Lord is smiting America with plagues, just like he did ancient Egypt, is what this is saying. And it says, and will destroy all the land thereof. And that's why you see World War III brewing up. And it's that beef is gonna get so heated to the point where that shoving match is gonna turn into blows, and then it's gonna turn into gunshots. But it ain't gonna be guns that do this. It's gonna be nukes, because these countries, we're talking about big beef here, man. Okay. And then when that beef gets out of control, them nukes are gonna fly. It's
Yeah,
inevitable.
just to add a slight correction, you said that Pharaoh delivered the
Oh, did
Israelites
I?
out of Egypt is Moses. You know,
Yeah.
just in case that went over anybody's head. You know what I mean?
God, when I'm on one, I sometimes have a
Yeah,
slip of the
yeah.
tongue, but you know what I mean. Obviously, Pharaoh didn't deliver them, the Israelites, out of Egypt. That's just a slip of the tongue. You have to forgive me for that. But Lord willing, you know what I mean. But thank you for Thawada for that correction. All right.
Yeah, it's all
Because
good.
sometimes I don't spot these things myself when I'm on one. All right. So the Lord is going to smite America with plagues, just like he did Egypt. And it says, and destroy all the land thereof. And that's going to come in the form of them ICBM nuclear missiles. Let's go to the next verse, right? It says, Egypt shall mourn, which is what's happening right now. America is mourning. They're not having fun anymore. They want to make America great again. Why would they say that? It's because obviously it ain't like the good old days that they used to when they were enjoying America. Now the place is mourning, basically, right? It
Yeah,
says,
they keep coming out with those slogans. Let's make America pray again. Let's make America
yeah,
rich again. You know what I mean? They keep
yeah,
coming out with them slogans because obviously they're in the house of mourning, and a lot of people are banking on that to
yeah.
you know or Trump to get them out of these woes. But they're in the house of mourning. You know?
Mhm. Yeah, because he plays on their mind. He's a smooth talker, that Trump. He tells them everything they want to hear. Because the
Hmm.
government know what they've stolen from the people, and what, the confusion that they brought. And Trump is saying everything that they want to hear because he knows what America is done, basically, right? But he's a puppet. He's in with them, man. He's playing them like a damn fool. He's going to run to his bunker when it all kicks off, but he's inciting the crowd because he wants that civil war. They're going to bring the order out of chaos. You got to understand that Trump is a Zionist, man. Kamala, all of them, they're all in the same boat. Okay, they're playing these dumb Americans like fools, man. But they're none the wiser. These people are gone in their head. They're a laughing stock of the world right now. We're just sitting back eating popcorn and enjoying the show, and I can't wait till tomorrow, man. Buy me a nice bottle of port. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna enjoy the show, man. It says, Egypt shall mourn. You see that happening, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. So you can't pray to make America great again, because you're praying against the will of the Lord. If that's your mindset, if that's your stance, the Lord don't want to make America great again. He wants to destroy it. Sooner you come to grips to that, the sooner you can get on the Lord's good side rather than fighting against his ultimate will. Okay, his ultimate plan. So the Lord is punishing America, right? Next verse. And they that till the ground shall mourn, right? These farmers, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, these hurricanes, and with a fearful constellation, and these tornadoes and stuff, right? And it's destroying the crops and stuff. So Second Ezra 15 and 14. Woe, which means death and destruction. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So, the people that belong here, that haven't been delivered, that haven't been born again, that don't have the protection of the Lord, right? It says, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, which means draws near. So the sword in their destruction, right? Death, great depopulation, right? Judgment is drawing near. And you can see it. You can feel it in the spirit. Everyone's panicking about the condition of America, and everyone knows that a race war is coming, man. It says, and one people shall stand up to fight against another. What do you think that's saying? That's race war, man. One group of people, the Edomites, the left, the right, the Democrat, whatever you want to call it. But mainly it's going to be a racial thing, okay? But you do have certain Edomites that are Kamala supporters. They're going to be fighting each other too, the Trump supporters, the Kamala supporters. But the Lord is bringing that division, right? So it says, one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. And the modern day sword is the gun. I ain't talking about everyone's going to be in America with big ass Conan the Barbarian type sword on them. It's a gun. That's why you see all them Edomites at the gun range and stuff, man. They're getting ready for this prophecy to be fulfilled. The Lord is the ultimate chess player. It says in verse 16, it says, for there shall be sedition among men. Sedition is, what do they call it? Speech.
Uprising.
Yeah. Basically speech that incites an uprising or something against the government, right? Sedition among men and invading one another, right? So they're basically going to be kicking down each other's door and busting in your house and killing your whole family. And your house is your personal space. When you get invaded, somebody's coming up in your yard, man. Okay. So there's going to be invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. They don't give a damn about cops, the law, the government, the politician. They don't give a damn. They're going to do what they're going to do. And it says, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay. They're going to succeed in kicking down your door, killing your family, and getting away with it. The course of their actions is going to stand in their power, man. Ain't no one going to stop them, basically. Going to be too much violence going on. They ain't going to be able to keep up with it. So it says, Second Ezra 15 and 17, and a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because when this violence that's coming to America is getting really, when it starts to get really serious, things are going to change in America, man. And you're going to see martial law troops. And they just saw they locked us down during the vid. I won't say too much before they flag this video, but the vid, the pandemic, right? So during that time, they locked down the whole world, and this is coming back again, okay? And it's not gonna be because there's an outbreak of monkeypox or whatever. It's gonna be martial law, man. That's what this is saying. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city, so you're gonna want to travel. They're already trying to stop you from traveling. They want to put you in 15-minute cities and stuff. This is the way the world is headed, while everyone sits on the couch, while they're watching football and entertainment, twerking and all that, man. This is what's happening under their noses. Martial law is coming. But no one wants to get right with the Lord, man. And, hey, we've given enough warning, man. And the Lord is ready to shut this thing down. Second Ezra 15 and 18. For because of their pride, and it takes a lot of pride to ignore the prophets when we're bringing out sound doctrine. We're telling you what's coming, but you won't listen to us because we ain't wearing a suit and tie. Because we ain't got a massive congregation like Joel Osteen. We're not all over the TV. They control who's on the TV. Okay, this is a little sanctuary right here, and we have the freedom to bring out this word on YouTube for now, and it ain't forever. It's only for now, so you got to take advantage while we're here. They're gonna get us soon. They're gonna shut us down. It says that in scriptures too, Amos 8 and 11. Okay, you're gonna be seeking us, and you ain't gonna be able to find us. It says, because when shit hits the fan, then you're gonna take us serious, and it'll be too late. Spiritually, the door of the ark will be shut, and you lot are screwed, man. So it says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Grown ass men going to be shitting themselves because they're going to feel hopeless because it's going to be chaos, and America is the main event. So the cities are going to be troubled. Ain't no city going to be functioning, or you ain't gonna see people walking around shopping and enjoying, having fun, going on tourist sites and attractions and stuff, man. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna be they ain't, cities ain't gonna be functioning during that time when there's chaos everywhere. Cities are gonna be troubled. Houses are gonna be burnt down, destroyed, going to turn into damn crack houses or whatever. It says men are gonna be afraid. I think that's it. Nah, there is a bit more meat on here, right? So during this time, I must say before I read this, during this time, there's going to be famine because of all the looting and stuff. Because the scriptures say that suddenly shall there be no food in the shops. Basically, the storehouses are going to be found empty, man. Second Ezra chapter 8 mentions that, right? So it says, and a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. They ain't gonna give a damn about how your baby's crying and the wife is screaming. They're gonna kick down your door. They're gonna do what they need to do. It says, but a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, bash your place up, break your windows, whatever, man. We saw that during the UK riots recently. There's a Muslim's house, get him. And they were in there panicking in fear of their life, man, because he's an angry mob of Edomites out there. Get him out of our country. That's coming back. It says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. They're going to rob them. It says, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So, like I said, there's going to be a famine during this time, man, and great tribulation. So, all these people thinking, oh, we're going to be raptured. You ain't going to be raptured. You're going to feel every bit of this. Okay, you dumb Americans. You dumb Christian Americans, should I say. Waiting on some rapture and some antichrist. They're not knowing the scriptures, and that's going to be a downfall, man. All right, I think, yeah, that's it. I'm going to leave that there, man. Point is made, right? Let's close that out.
Yeah, before you go on, let me just bring out a couple of scriptures.
Yeah, can't one second.
Because I'll
show your screen.
Yeah. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Let me full screen it. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah. So touching on the election, you got our people, Israelite Christians or whatever, they're supposed to be following the ways of the Lord, but they're banking on a leader that they think is going to be able to deliver them, as opposed to seeking Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 22. It says, "For my people is foolish; they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding." Now, a lot of our people, when we try to explain to these people, like, look, this is of the Lord. The reason that America is crumbling right now is because the Lord has set it in motion for it to crumble the way it's crumbling. These, the heathen are about to be punished, and anyone joined with them is going to be punished with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when, like my brother mentioned earlier, when you're praying that the Lord, help out America, bring America back to a state of glory, you're praying against the will of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And this is a lot of our people. That's why you see, a lot of these I don't want to say white people, but so-called white people, should I say, these Edomites, they're going to these stores and they're preparing for that civil war, because, if Kamala Harris is elected, instantly there's going to be trouble, because you can see it already. You're going to have Eve, especially Eve, out there celebrating, laughing in their faces. You know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean?
Hey, I could just
crazy stuff.
I could just see it. They're gonna be like hyenas in the street twerking on top of cars, and that alone will piss these Edomites off.
That's what I mean. That. It's like it's gonna friggin' it's gonna
yeah.
it's just gonna grind up their gears even more. You know what I mean? So these people, they're getting ready for that civil war. And even if Kamala Harris doesn't get elected and Trump gets elected, there's still Eve, is still gonna buck up because she's out of order, right?
Yeah.
It says, for my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge, right? They have no knowledge of the ways of the Most High. Like, look, we got to do as Israelites is be still. Let the Lord do his work, man. Let's sit back, like my brother mentioned, eat the popcorn and watch this place burn, because it's going down. Ain't nothing going to stop it from happening, because it was written that America must fall, right? Babylon's going to fall. So, Eve, as I'm not just picking on Eve, because there are some Jakes out there that feel the same way, but they're trying to use it in a sense of they want to vote Kamala Harris in because she's a so-called black woman, but she's not even so-called black. She's she's an Elamite, an Elamite tied to Edomites. You know what I mean?
She's either Elam or Edom, but she's one of
Yeah,
them.
exactly. You know what I mean?
I believe she's Edom, though.
It just goes to show you how lost our sisters are, because they're a champion. We get ourselves a so-called black woman in office, which again, if Lord will, it permits it, I'll bring out some other scriptures that I think are pretty sort of tie into all of that as well. But I just wanted to get one more scripture because, like I say, oh yes,
let me say something real quick, because basically Kamala, like, the reason a lot of these Eves want to vote for Kamala is, for one, because they're destroyed by feminism. Feminism has gripped them hard, and just because she's a woman and they think she's a black woman, a so-called black woman at that, it makes it even worse. That's part of their main reason for wanting to vote for Kamala. And on top of that, she's saying to the women that I'm gonna let you murder your baby in your womb. We're gonna make sure that you murder some babies. And Eve is going crazy. Yeah, because they're wicked, man. That's why they gotta go, man.
And that's what I mean. That's what I was sort of gonna point out in a bit. I might grab the scripture now, but I'll read this one first, and then we'll just continue on. And if Lord will, it permits it, then I'll bring it out. But this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 31, verse 1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help." And that's what a lot of our people are doing, man. They're going down to the leaders of Egypt. Like, this is spiritual Egypt. They're going they're looking to the leaders for them to pull us out of whatever situation, economic situation, whatever, turmoil. Like they're gonna be able to magically fix this thing that the Lord is set to be destroyed anyway, right? It
they're
says,
the reason.
Say that again.
Because they're the when they go down to Egypt for help, these leaders of America and stuff, they're the problem. They're the ones they're the ones that created this problem. You're gonna go to them to fix the problems that they created? That's just nuts, man.
Yeah,
Stockholm syndrome.
Exactly. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh." They don't seek the Lord, man. They don't. You got the Israelites out here on the highways and hedges, bringing out, the scriptures, breaking it down in its full 100% truth. I'm speaking of, the camp of Great Millstone. I'm not referring to the other Israelite groups or camps, but Great Millstone has the 100% truth, and you got brothers all scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, bringing out this truth and warning you of the nuclear missiles or the nuclear destruction that's coming. You got warning about the famines, the NWO, pertaining to the C hip. We're giving you all these warnings, but yet nobody's interested in learning about that. They just want to know who's going to win the election and how is it going to benefit and help, help the country, America, get back on top again, make America great again. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
crazy, you know.
Hey, one sec. Let me interrupt you on say. Hey, Shalom, Daniela. Yahweh Shem
Shalom,
Yahushai Barakatah. All right, Shalom, bro. Good
shalom.
to see you, man. All right, yeah, continue.
But yeah, no, I just come to the end of it. I'm just saying, like, our people, they rather, seek, the help from the leaders of Babylon, as opposed to seeking the Lord. You know what I mean? Like, and that's where they fail, and that's where they're gonna be messed up. You know?
Yeah, Khan. Let me pull this precept up real quick from Daniela. It's Jeremiah 26:5. It says, to hearken to the words of my servants, the prophets, whom I sent unto you, right? But they don't recognize it. They're looking for somebody with a suit and a damn tie, with their hair slicked to the side, in a damn mega church or something, man. That's what they're looking for. But they ain't hearing the true prophets, man. Because we say a little curse word when we teach or whatever, man. These people don't come down to reality. That's their problem. So it says, Jeremiah 26:5, to hearken to the words of my servants, the prophets, whom I sent unto you. It says, both rising up early and sending them, but ye have not hearkened. Yeah, they ain't dancing to our tune, man. They ain't piped to the tune of our song, man. We're singing that new song. We're giving the warning, and these people ain't listening. So that's counted to them as pride. That's why the scripture said earlier in the book of Second Ezra's that the cities would be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, is because of their pride, right? Because we're giving you the warning. The Lord has sent the prophets unto you. But just as you didn't recognize Yahweh Shai when he hit the scene the first time, you know what I mean? You didn't recognize him as the son of the Most High. They thought he was just a carpenter or whatever. Same thing's happening today. We come in the name of the Lord and you don't recognize us either, man. And this is Isaiah 30:12. It says, wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, by despising the prophets that the Lord sent to you, right? That's a form of despising the word, because we are carriers of the light. We're coming with the true gospel in these end times, but you lot say we're racist. That's not love, that's hate, because you people are blinded, right? Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon, right? So basically that's why the Lord is getting ready to destroy these demons, man. Let me quickly pull up a few more precepts here. Ezekiel 2:4, it says, for they are impudent children and stiff-hearted, right? That's right. Our people, man, stiff-necked as hell. Can't tell them nothing. They're all into Rastafari and all this crap. Job bless and all that. You can't tell them nothing. Cut them locks off. They don't want to hear it, man. they ain't letting them. They've been growing them locks for too long. They ain't letting them things go just because we say we're coming in the name of the Lord. It says, for they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, right? Verse 5. It says, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, which most of them will forbear. That's why 2/3 are prophesied to be destroyed. It says, for they are a rebellious house. It says, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. Because the scripture said, your eyes shall see your teachers, right? The teachers shall not be removed into a corner anymore, right? So that's why, it's scripture, it says they'll know that a prophet will be among them, because when all the things we've been saying actually comes to pass, then they're going to be like, how did they know that? They were right the whole time. Hey, man, it's easy for us to see because the Lord has the spirit of the Lord on us, right? So he says, Salakia. Okay, so this is the precept that was following what he was bringing out earlier. So I'm going to read it from verse 12 again. Let me bring that out again. And it's all right, Daniela, no worries, man. I knew there was probably more to that. I couldn't think of it off the top of my head, but it's all good. Isaiah 30:12, right? Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression, they trust in these devils that have oppressed us, man. Like I said earlier, they're going down to Egypt for help when Egypt is the ones that are the problem. That's oppression. They're going to oppression for help. They're going to Donald Trump, Kamala, the same old song and dance every election, giving you empty promises, and these people still haven't figured that out, man. So the Lord is saying, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, this is the Most High, right? He's saying, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness, because this is a perverse, corrupt system, because you trust in that and you stay thereon by not hearkening unto the word of the Lord, right? So in verse 13, it says, therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall. Basically, like you got a dam that's holding the Great Hoover Dam that's holding back all this water. Then all of a sudden it starts swelling and then it busts open, and then suddenly, boom, destruction, right? So it says, therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. Because when they say peace and safety, sudden destruction to these demons, man, and good riddance to them. Right? Shalom, GMS in his likeness. Hey, keep doing what you do, man. I'll be watching your lessons, man. You do some good lives. Shalom to you, bro.
Yeah, shalom,
yeah, we just we're going in on this election, that's coming tomorrow. We thought we'd go live because, to do a lesson on it, and then on my phone or whatever, after I chop it up, edit it, whatever, it's going to take too long, man. So we're just going to bring out a few clips and show you what basically that these Edomites and our people, the people that don't trust in the Lord, they're preparing for civil war, man. Let me quickly show you a clip or two, right? Let's go to a clip before, unless you want to bring out a preset. You good?
Yeah, I was gonna bring out one precept. It's like,
yeah, can't do that then.
Yeah, while you searching for a scripture, because our people, man, they just, you know what I mean, they ain't interested. They ain't interested in seeking the Lord. Like, you've been given this great gift of hopeful salvation, you know what I mean? And we out here seeking, all righteousness, but our people are just wise to do wicked, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11. I'm gonna start at verse this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 7, verse 11. It says, but they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. And a lot of our people do that, when we're out on the highways and hedges, and you interested in learning about the Bible, they turn their head quick, or they put their ear pods on and act like they can't hear what we just said. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of the time, you think to yourself, hey, well, that's on you, man. That's going to be replayed back to you one day. You go, the angel's going to be like, yeah, I had my, the Lord had his men out there on the highways and hedges, and you decided you didn't want to listen, So now you're on your own,
Yeah, they refused.
That chaos that's about to, erupt throughout the whole four corners of the earth. It's like, man, why would you not want to seek the Lord, man?
Yeah,
it's going to need divine intervention to get through what's about to come.
The bread and circus works too damn good on them, man. Scripture said here in Zechariah 7:11 that they pull away the shoulder. That's like somebody reaching out to you. When you pull away your shoulder, you're not pulling it away for no reason. You're pulling it out because whoever's trying to help you is reaching out to you, man. But you're like, nah, man, don't touch me. Get away from me. And that's their attitude, man. We got the knowledge that can save them, right? But they don't want nothing to do with it. Like that scripture Daniela brought out, and then shall they know that a prophet had been among them.
Yeah,
but then it's going to be too late.
It reminds me of that video Elder Manasseh Zakbar, South Carolina, did, where he did the lesson on that scoffer that was saying, oh yeah, the Hebrew Israelites are learning now. They don't just start harassing people, and I had to walk a lady across the street. Like, that lady didn't want to hear it, man. You know what I mean? She didn't. She wasn't scared. She just didn't want to hear the truth. She's been rejected. You know what I mean?
But, yeah. All right, let's bring out a clip or two. Man.
Yeah.
Bring out a clip or two real quick.
That's our people, though, man.
Can't tell them nothing, man. Right, check out what this Edomite's got to say.
So I've already been losing followers. Recently, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not here for the numbers. But after this one, I'll probably lose a few more. And I'm fucking heated. And this isn't like a call out or call in. This is just a fucking reality check for other white people. We do not get to label anybody in the black community anything based on what they choose to do with the vote. We have to realize that regardless of the outcome of this fucking election, there is going to be violence, potential violence, very real violence carried out against black men, women, and children, more than usual. Because if Trump wins, that brings about a violent America. We've already seen that. If he loses, then the meltdown from white people is going to be insane, because they will not accept that he is lost to a black woman, which means violence will also come out of that. And while y'all are out here moral grandstanding and fucking doing these purity tests, at the end of the day, this shit will not affect us. The outcome of the election will not it will not carry the weight of violence that it will carry out against black people. Come the fuck back down to reality right now. Stop policing what black people do with their vote, period. Because at the end of the day, violence is going to come out, and it's not going to be violence towards us. And so, first of all, no, the majority of white people keep, whoever's talking about revolution, y'all don't know what the fuck it takes. You aren't ready. You can't even have a conversation with your other white family members about racism without melting down, without getting scared, but you think you're going to overthrow the fucking government. Please be so fucking honest with yourself. There's so many white people right now that are so fucking delusional. Y'all want to run around and call black people this, or that. If they choose to vote for Kamala Harris, if they choose not to vote, if they choose to vote third party, whatever, that's not our fucking business. We are in this place. All this self-hatred is coming out so heavy right now from white people. Because the reality is, the reason there are genocides in all these different countries is because of white supremacy, which is an us problem. And so everybody that's angry right now should be angry at white people. Because we're here because of us. We have the very fact that we have Donald Trump as a choice for president is a result of white supremacy. So all this energy you have for everybody else, any other community, all this fucking anger you have, use it constructively to help deconstruct and decolonize your mind and to work towards destroying white supremacy. Do that. Leave black people the fuck alone. Let's focus on us, period.
That's right, man. Beautiful times. We're in beautiful times, man.
Hey, yeah, can't. Hey, boy. I would love to see the comment board of that video, because Esau would have watched that and said, "Oh, it almost brought a tear to my eye." Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? They go right back to being a racist devil as they are. But ain't no little speech like that going to change Esau, because he was designed to hate us, man. That's that perpetual hatred. The Bible says that he's never going to like us. Ain't nothing you can do to make these people have a change of heart. They were designed to create the destruction, to create chaos. Scriptures say that he created the wicked for the day of evil, man. You got to understand, a day to the Lord is like 1,000 years. So during this time period is where these people are on a rampage to destroy the world, destroy the Israelites, and then be destroyed. That's their job. But these, yeah, basically he gets it. That guy could even be a Jake. You never know. We don't judge according to appearance. But he is right about a lot of things he said. You know what I mean? He said that regardless if Trump wins or whether Kamala wins, the aggression is going to come from Esau, not us. Now, he did say that the violence isn't going to come from us, which he's slightly wrong about that because Jake can only take so much. Jake will, when Esau's out there shooting us down in the streets after this election, which is going to happen, Jake ain't gonna sit back and just allow him to do that. Jake gonna fight back. So violence is coming to them. But the thing he should have said is that black people, the so-called black people, aren't gonna be the aggressor, man. Esau's always the aggressor. He's the violent one. The Bible says that he's violent. Let's quickly bring that out, man. All right, because it's one thing me saying it, but it's another thing for me to show you in the scriptures what the scriptures are saying, right? So let's open a new tab real quick. Bear with me, this won't take long. It's book of Psalms. What's going on here? Psalms chapter 73. All right, let's start at verse 3. It says, "But for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked," because Esau has the fatness of the earth, like I said, like we brought out earlier. It says, "For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm." These people have their supremacy on lock, man. It says, "They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men." These people, hey, Jake is last hired, first fired. These people don't have them same problems. They're not in trouble as other men, right? It says, "Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment," man. These people are violent as hell, and their track record more than proves it. We don't feel bad about bringing this out and offending anybody because, hey, the truth is the truth, man. And if these people weren't such devils, then they wouldn't be offended because we wouldn't have bad things to say about them. But they're violent. Get a group of Edomites or Trump supporters together in a group under one accord, and watch it turn violent. You saw that what was it? That Netflix show called Trainwrecked. Check that out for a pure example of Esau's violence and foolishness, man. When they get together in crowds, boy, that was no
Yeah, I was
joke.
gonna say, man, you remember when Trump got first elected, how they were like beating the crap out of Jake in the friggin' stands, chucking him out of friggin' stadiums and all that,
Yeah, and what was it, January 6th, where Trump was blowing his dog whistle as he does, right? Telling them basically, rise up, let's go to war and all that. And Esau falls for it every time, man, because they're violent. They a bunch of Trump supporting violent people, man.
Yeah, they had no problem storming that Capitol building.
Yeah, when Barack Obama was in office, right? So-called black people were celebrating because they were like, "Yeah, one of us is in office," because they genuinely thought he was our people, right? But did they get violent? Did they start to, "Yeah, let's take America"? No, that's Edomite. That's Esau's spirit because he's a selfish bastard and he don't like to share. He just wants everything to himself, man. All our people are searching for is equality with these devils, to be treated a bit nicer. Esau don't want that. He wants the whole world. Look at his rulers, man. The Rothschilds and all them. They're literally about to chip everyone up and make everyone a damn slave so they can have everything. Okay, let's bring out a precept or two. Danielle is on the comment board on fire.
On fire, yeah.
Yeah, man. Let's see. Let's start with this one. Ezekiel 7:5. "Thus saith the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come." Right? Hey, I was about to bring that out later, but that's all good. It's all through the spirit. Bring that out now. That's right. Evil is come, and only evil, right? Behold, is come. Times ain't gonna get better. It's only going to get worse. It's only downhill from here. but people are still sat on the couch hoping things fix themselves as they always do. No, this is we're at the end times, man. The book of Revelation was written about the times that we're living in, but people were like, no, it couldn't possibly be our time. It's talking about a future time. No, it's talking about our time, man. This is it. You're watching it live and direct. The revolution will be televised
in 4K.
in 4K. That's it. 24K. Ezekiel 7:6. An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. See? This is the end, man. Because this is the time when the scriptures are coming to life. The scriptures said in the book of Daniel, chapter 12, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are sealed and closed up till the time of the end. So basically, this is the time when the Bible is speaking loud and clear. It says that in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, also, man. That this is the time when the Bible is coming alive, when the prophecies are speaking. So when it says, behold, the end is come, obviously this was written a while back, but it's talking about the time we're in now. I mean, obviously the end has started since Yahushua first came on the scene when he was in the flesh. That was the start of the end, but this is the end of the end, man. And right now, that end is come. It says in Psalms 139:19, surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O power. Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men, the violent and bloody man. That's right. Because the Lord ain't dealing with the so-called white man. Okay. And when we say that, I've got to keep reminding people that ain't all so-called white people. It's Edomites, which is majority of them, but you can tell through their spirit who is an Edomite.
Yeah, because you can never tell just based off appearance alone. You know what I mean? You can have some chocolate covered Edomites. You know what I mean? So, but like my brother mentioned, it's primarily the so-called white man. You know?
Yeah. Just like if you see a so-called black man in America listening to hip hop, smoking blunts, and all that, more than likely they're from our nation too. That's why we would say, yeah, you're an Israelite, but we don't know for sure. They could be an Edomite, man. Because it ain't about color. You do have Edomites that are darker than us. But either way, the wicked is talking about Esau. Let's turn to the next precept. Psalms 139:20. It says, for they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. That's right, man. Because they treat the name like it's not important, for one. We just did a lesson on that. Plus, they're calling the Lord Jesus and stuff. When the prophet's been told you what his name is, archaeologists know his name. So when the truth of his name comes out, you'd like, nah, we don't want to call him that. We don't like the gospel that comes with that name. We want to call him Yahuwah, whatever. Hey man, these people are wicked as hell. And they speak wickedly,
It says in the book, Jehovah.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Yeah. But even talking about take America great back again, make America great again. They're even saying make America white again, and they just speak wickedly, man. These people, they say you're not oppressed. Or these are when immigrants come over and might eat a dog. Oh, these are the cultural enrichers that you're talking about. Or they say we were kangs and shit all over the damn comic board trolling. These devils are something else, man. They speak wickedly as hell. Anyway, verse 21, Psalms 139:21. Do not I hate them, O Lord, O Yahweh? Lord in all caps is Yahweh. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh, that hate thee? Right? So are we wrong for hating people that hate the Lord? No. We're supposed to love everybody according to Christianity. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? And am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee? Even by voting for Kamala and Trump, that's a form of rising up against the Lord, because you ain't down, you're either down with him or you're not. There's no gray area. So all these people that are getting ready to perish, we're not to feel sorry for them. They're getting what's coming to them, man. So it goes on to say in verse 22, Psalms 139:22, I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. And that ain't just talking about Esau. That's talking about anyone down with Esau too, of our people They're counted as our enemies too. And we hate them with a perfect hatred, man. We ain't wrong for hating. There's nothing wrong with hating, man. Hate is a part of emotion that was created. The Lord created hate. The Lord hates. He even says that in the Bible, man. So are we wrong for doing what the Lord naturally made us do? Hate. If somebody beat up your mum, are you supposed to love them? Because a Christian would. They'll say, I love you, I forgive you, and they'll hug them in the
turn the other
courtroom.
cheek.
Yeah. We've seen examples of that. It's disgusting, man, because that's what Christianity does to their mind. The truth will set you free. These people ain't free. They're captive. Psalms 55 and 23. But thou, O power, shalt bring them down into the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee. That's right, man. The Lord has set the bounds that Esau can't pass. These people are about to come out of power very soon, because they ain't even been in power too long, man. You know what I mean? But it seems like it's been long, because as long as we've lived, we've always known the so-called white man to be in power. They ain't about to live out half their days, man. These people are about to be taken out of the world. They're about to, because the kingdom of heaven is eternity, man, and that's going to be here on earth. It's basically what people call the age of Aquarius, right? They call it the golden age or whatever. But that's the kingdom of heaven on earth. It's going to be a forever, okay? But it's going to be ruled by the Israelites. So 1,000,000 years from now, we ain't even going to be thinking about Esau. It's going to be like a little dream that happened, a little bad nightmare we woke up from a long time ago, and you can't even remember it.
I just imagine telling stories, Lord willing, how Russ's are, make it, telling stories to your children. Yeah, there was these Edomites, man. They didn't have no melanin. They were controlling and just destroying shit everywhere. Kids looking at you like you crazy. Like, man, Edomites, huh? You know what I mean? Like,
with no
like
color in their skin, they'd be thinking like some kind of monster or something. Ashashwa. Yeah. All right. GMS in his likeness, Genesis 6 and 11. The earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence. This is pre-flood, right? So basically, we're living in a time just like it was in the times of Noah, right? Genesis 6 and 12. And the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And that's exactly what's going on now. But the Lord is delivered through this truth. He's delivering through this truth a small remnant of us, because he's cleaning us up, man. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. But he's got a lot of a small sanctuary, a small remnant of people, basically, that are being cleaned up through this word. Okay, just like Noah and his family were delivered, because Noah was a righteous man before the Lord, and the Lord is doing the same. But you got a remnant of the Israelites that are going to be delivered from the second death, basically, right? Because all flesh is corrupted his way, just like the old times, right? Matthew 24 and 37. But as the days of Noah were, right, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. That's right, fire precept. Because right now we're living in the time of basically the spiritual time of Noah. It's just like the time of Noah again, except the ark this time is the prophets. The prophets are bringing out the word, the way to salvation. This is the spiritual ark, and that door is about to shut. Because when Jacob's trouble comes, everybody's gonna be running, looking for the Lord and seeking to be saved, banging on the spiritual ark, looking for us, and they ain't gonna be able to find us. Read Amos 8 and 11, man. It explains that. And if you have any sort of spiritual sense about you, you look at things with your so-called third eye, then you'll be able to see that that's what's going on in the world right now. We're living in the second destruction, the second time of Noah, and everybody that says they heard that story of Noah's Ark, they say, I would have got on the ark. You wouldn't have got on the ark, because where are you now? You ain't among us. We're on the ark. But they don't recognize it. Fire precept, man. It's exactly what's going on. They're steady voting for Kamala and Trump. That's their ark. A damn little rubber dinghy when the earth is about to be flooded and there's going to be violent waves and stuff. They're on a little raft. the little migrant raft, hoping to be saved, hoping that'll save them. That's Kamala and Trump, man. Yeah, let that raft save you. Anyway, uh Daniela, our reasonable service 777. It says Job 20:4. Thou knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth? It says that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, because these people, yeah, the wicked and the hypocrite is the same people. These people are hypocritical as hell. Check their nature. They're here complaining. The one thing that is driving them absolutely bonkers right now is the fact that these migrants are coming over the border. That's their main trigger point. That's what triggers them. The main thing that triggers them is these migrants coming flooding their country. But what did they do? Well, how did they acquire America? Did they come over legally? Did they come over peacefully? They weren't eating cats and dogs. They were eating people.
Pretty much.
They were eating Egyptian mummies even. These people, man, they're hypocrites, man. Anytime I hear an Edomite talking about get them out of our country this, our country that, they're grievous to behold, man. It's grievous because we see things for what it really is, man. Scriptures say oppression maketh a wise man mad. We see what these people have done to the earth and what they're doing to our people and how hypocritical they are, man. And that makes a wise man mad. Anyway, our reasonable service, Psalms 37:9. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon Yahweh, they shall inherit the earth, the new earth, because that's where the kingdom of heaven is, you Christians. Because Christians think that we die, we go to heaven or hell, and that's it. They don't know that the earth is going to abide forever. This is our dwelling place, right? But the ones that are going to inherit the new earth, the kingdom of heaven, right? It says those that wait upon the Lord, right? But the evildoers are going to be cut off. That's Esau, man. And anybody cleaving to them. It says in verse 10, it says, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yeah, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. And there will be no, you got to think about this logically. Have these people ever lived at peace with anybody? Anytime you see a British flag on a sailboat coming over the horizon, you're on a beach, brown colored country, living in peace, eating coconuts and, you know what I mean, living peacefully. And you see these pale people coming over the water. You best believe that trouble is coming, man. So it only makes sense that the only way there will ever be a kingdom of heaven and peace on earth is when they're gone. And that's something that they can't come to grips with, because it even says in the Bible that their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. They don't ever think that they'll be taken out of power. And that also goes into Esau's pride, man. You tell him that you're coming out of power. They can't believe it. They don't think America's going to be destroyed, even though the signs are right there in your face, man. These nations are ramping up their nuclear arms and all that. And you think they ain't gonna, do you think them nukes are just gonna sit on the shelf and collect dust? Sit there and look pretty? They're just gonna look at them? No, man, they ain't going in a museum. They're getting used, man. So it says, I'm gonna read that again because I love it. Psalms 37:10, for yet a little while, right? Shortly, and the wicked shall not be. Okay, you ain't never gonna see a so-called white man again. It says, yeah, thou shalt diligently consider his place. Where is this nigga? Where this nigga go? And it shall not be. Hey, man. If only our people knew. You ain't voting Black Lives Matter and all this ain't going to fix things. They got to go, man. The Bible says they're going to go. All right. So verse 11, it says, but the meek shall inherit the earth. Right. The meek are the ones of our people that come to the Lord, man, that change their ways, that, you know, scriptures say that unless you come as this child, the Lord says this, unless you come as this child, you shall by no means enter into the kingdom or something, right? Mm-hmm. Which means to humble yourself. And only the humble can receive this truth. You tell somebody it's not meek, they're like, I know it all, you know. You can't tell me nothing. Jesus is my Lord, they'll say, right? But the meek shall inherit the earth. Okay, those are the new rulers of the earth. Those are the ones the Lord is dealing with, because you gotta understand this thing is getting rebuilt from the ground up. So you think the Lord's gonna leave a few wicked ones among us to, oh, he's all right, he can come. He lent me $10 last week. Yeah, he's cool. He can come along too. No, the meek are gonna be the foundation of the new earth. That way we will truly live according to the right way. Okay, and everything will be righteous from the ground up. It's the only way, man. So it says, let me read it again. Psalms 37 and 11. But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. This man don't know how to live peacefully among men, man. This Edomite. It says, wherefore doth the wicked contempt contemn the Most High? He have said in his heart, thou wilt not require it. That's right. That's right. The wicked can.
Yeah,
Right.
a lot of fire precepts there, man.
Yeah,
But
with lessons getting on. I need to bring out a few more videos. So let me is my screen? Yep. Let me quickly bring out another clip or two, because there's a couple things I want to speak on. We'll just bring out two more. First I want to bring out this one. No, actually I'll bring out this one, because like we said, Esau is getting ready to get violent after this election. But some of the so-called black people that don't trust in the Lord, they don't trust in their power. They're getting they're getting pissed off too, man. So I just want to kind of bring this out, because a lot of people haven't seen this video yet.
To all the black folks in Illinois that want to crash out,
can you turn it up any? Sounds a bit quiet.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Let me see real quick, because I don't know if I can. It says the volume is full. Maybe
Yeah, say might not be much you can do about it if that's the limit.
Yeah, because I'm thinking if I turn my TV out, that probably ain't gonna help. What's this? Microphone used by Microsoft Edge. Nah, I don't think I could fix that. Anyway, I'll play it. If people can't hear it, then Salakia, maybe try and turn it up loud on your end or whatever.
Will crash out with you because I have a beautiful young daughter and a beautiful older daughter. One's 10, one's 21. Now, my life don't count for me. Like, when I go to work, I work not just for me, but basically for my children, because I'm over 50 years old. So everything I need to be doing right now is to help and protect them. So I'm ready to crash out. So when you see this video, whoever you are, Black Panther, you about pro-black, whatever, I understand you can't be pro-black still wearing Nikes and still wearing the racist white man stuff. You're going to have to come away from all that. So I'm not quite pro-black yet, but I will be pro-black to help my people, because I'm tired of this shit. I don't give a damn about no job. I don't give a damn about no rent. I don't give a damn about nothing but making sure that we get equal equality here. And if we have to die for it, then let's die. But there's too many of us that's trying to prove to the racist white man that you're not like us. So you're not like us, like he's not like us. Let that sizzle. Now, when y'all get ready to do what y'all want to do, because I ain't finna hold up no fucking signs. I'm not finna be marching around. I'm not doing none of that. I want something physical to happen. That means it's gonna have to be some beating up. It's gonna have to be some killing. It's gonna have to be everything that has something to do with violence, some burning down, some running up in some businesses, 50, 100 deep. And then, wow, we're waiting on the other 3, 4, 500 people to get there because this is a small town. Oh, we'll have it covered. But if y'all ain't ready to do that, don't contact me. Period. I'm willing to risk it all. So either we're gonna die trying to risk it all so we can help our children and our grandchildren, or we just all gonna crash out and everybody just die then. That's where I'm at right now. And I'm ready. Contact me when you get ready.
So yeah, basically you got you got some Jakes out there that are ready. They're ready to get violent. That's what this guy was saying. I know that video was kind of quiet, but Lord willing, you can watch over this again and maybe turn it up as loud as you can or whatever, so that you can hear what he was saying. But that's basically in a nutshell what he was saying, is that he's pissed off, man. And apparently he's not normally one that gets violent. He says, I'll be black power. I'll be black power for this or whatever, for protecting our people, my daughters or whatever. But it's going to come to that. Like, your average Jake out there is going to have their back against the wall eventually, man, because Esau going to show up at your doorstep. It's about to get violent in America, man. So he's talking about, hey, he's ready. I just thought I thought that was interesting. And you know what? This is oh, you said you can hear it clear. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. That's good. Because to be honest, the way we're hearing it, it was very quiet. We can barely hear it ourselves. Like when I play that video, not on this live stream, I can hear it fine. But for some reason, it's coming out quite quiet at the moment. But hey, this is the precept that I was thinking about grabbing. So that's the spirit arc. You see, and that's the thing about us men of the Lord, man. We'll see certain things, and a certain scripture will immediately pop to our head, and we all have the same mind, and it's a beautiful thing, man. These brothers, miles away from us, and we've never really met in the flesh, but we're all brothers because we share the same mindset, man. And that's a beautiful thing about this truth. The spirit of the Lord has gathered
That's
the
right.
hopeful elect, the true believers, man, the true followers of Yahushua. So I'm gonna read this precept. This is GMS in his likeness. Subscribe to his channel, does excellent live lessons. Genesis 49:9. It says, Judah is a lion's whelp. Judah is the head tribe of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's the so-called African Americans, man. Okay, and you can see why they're the head tribe. They're the most talented, the most copied, the most hated, everything in this world. They have the most influence on this world, man. Anything anything Judah touches turns to gold, man. So it says Judah is a lion's whelp. It says, from the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He is crouched as a lion and as an old lion. And that's because, we've bowed down as the street to them that went over. Basically, we're right now in a low place where we're just allowing this devil to do whatever he wants to us. We're basically in a cage and he's poking us with sticks, and we're here, swatting the stick away. But eventually that lion gonna get free. Okay. And then it's gonna be on, man. These devils gonna bite. They're gonna get more than they bargained for, man. It says he stooped down, he crouched as a lion, as an old lion, no might in our hands. It says, who shall rouse him up? You best believe Esau is rousing us up, man. So that's what's happening right now. Esau is getting Jake is getting roused up. That's why that old man basically said, I've had enough. My back is against the wall. I'm ready to go ham on these devils. And both you brothers are saying the same thing. Reasonable service, Daniela, he's saying Jake ready to be crash dummies. Yeah, they gonna lose their head, man. They gonna go all out soon, man. It says, and GMS in his likeness. Jake ready to crash out. Hashtag tired boss. Yeah, that's it. I'm tired, boss. Yeah, man. Hey. That's right. The spirit is at work, man. You know. Yeah, what else? There was one or two more precepts I need to bring out, and then one more video, and then we'll close this lesson out. Let me drop this down real quick. I think we'll bring out a precept or two. Let's start with the book of Isaiah 19:2, right? Because this is what this Trump Kamala situation is bringing about. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians." So this ain't talking about the ancient Egyptians, it's talking about these Americans, man. Democrat, Republican, okay? Trump versus Kamala. All of that. There's division, and the Lord has brought that division, and he's setting them against each other, okay? Satan versus Satan, and the scriptures say if it's Satan versus Satan, his kingdom cannot stand. These people are divided in every way possible, man. So the Lord is setting them against each other, man. These Americans, okay? It says, "And they shall fight every one against his brother and every one against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom." So that's what's coming. Race war, civil war, whatever you want to call it, man. But there's war coming to the streets of America, man. And these Edomites are ready. Let me see if there's any more meat on that. Yeah, and the spirit of Egypt, the spirit of America, shall fail in the midst thereof. Make America great again. That's their slogan, showing that this is what the Lord has brought upon them, man. Why else would they have a MAGA hat? Wearing MAGA hats? Because that's this precept coming into fruition. It says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols," these entertainers or whatever, "and to the charmers," basically these politicians and stuff. And Trump is a major charmer, but their idols also goes into Cesar Borgia. They're praying to Jesus and all that to help them and all that, because they don't understand what they're dealing with here. They don't understand what's going on, man. They don't understand the true prophecies, the how to interpret scriptures correctly. Because if they truly knew, then they wouldn't be voting for Kamala or Trump. It says, "And to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards." So they seek in everywhere but the Lord, man. "And the Egyptians will I give over to the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord, Yahweh of hosts." Okay, so basically, hey, there's coming a ruler that's going to be cruel over these people. You know what I mean? And whoever it is, we'll find out very soon, man, because the scriptures don't say who that is. I've heard some people break this down wrong and say that it's Yahweh Shai is going to be that cruel Lord, which, the Lord is going to rule over the earth, and he ain't coming humbly like he used to. But I don't think I don't think this is talking about Yahweh Shai, because I've heard another one of the elders or one of the apostles, I forget, with Great Millstone, say it was either going to be Trump or somebody, but that's going to be the cruel Lord. So we'll see soon anyway, because obviously it doesn't go into that much detail. But Ezekiel 7:5, let's bring that out real quick. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, power and evil." Oh yeah, I brought that out earlier because Daniela brought that out. I said I had that on deck, didn't I? I'll read it again. "Thus saith the Lord, power and evil, and only evil, behold, is come." It says, "An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come." And that's it. Hey, this is the end, man. This is the final, the grand finale. Okay, after this, we ain't gonna have to worry about wickedness anymore, man. We're gonna, Lord willing, we make it. We're gonna have new bodies, man. You ain't never gonna get tired and sick and all that. Yeah, can't even fathom it, man. There's no point even trying to think about it, because we can't even imagine it. The scriptures say, you know what I mean? But the new earth is coming, man. The new beginning. It's like having a hoopty that just everything keeps effing up on you, man. It ain't reliable anymore. It don't get you to work, man. Constantly breaking down. It's rusting, it's falling apart. then all of a sudden, boom, you get this brand new whip, like the best whip in the world, man. Yeah, Maybach or something, I don't know. It's just a brand new whip, man. The difference is gonna be amazing. You're gonna feel like a king sat in that thing when you just come from a hoopty. That's what's coming, man. That's a nice way of looking at it. Isaiah 24:4, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. So to languish isn't to be in a place, in a state of hopelessness, man. So basically, the joy of this world is fading away, and the haughty people, these proud people, happy-go-lucky, ain't got a care in the world. Hey, they're starting to feel it right now, man. It says the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant. Right. So basically, the whole world is messed up under the rulers of this earth, which scripture's saying, Job 9:24, that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So the people that have their central banks all over the world, is it the so-called black man? Is it the Chinese man? All these people are a part of the problem, but the main ruler, the main manager of the earth is these Rockefellers, these Rothschilds, these DuPonts, these Gettys, which are all Edomite. They call them this. They call themselves the Aryan race or whatever, but the Bible calls them Edomites. So the world is defiled under the Edomites' rule, basically, right? Because they do everything opposite of the ways of the Lord. Look at their WEF meetings and how proudly they speak that we don't need no God in the sky. We have AI, they say, right? That little gutter rat, Noah Yuval Harari comes to mind, right? Speak wickedly, man. Isaiah 24:6, therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate, right? Because these people have devoured the whole earth. They've gone over to other people's land, stolen their resources, and hoarded everything to themselves. They have this game on lock. Okay, you can't live in peace with these people ruling the earth. The curse has devoured the earth. The people of the Lord's curse, the Edomites, the so-called white man. Okay, the curse has devoured the earth. It says they that dwell therein are desolate. You ain't got a pot to piss in, because these people will keep you broke. They keep the rich rich. It says, therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burned and few men left. And that's what's coming, man. Them nukes. This world is going to be vastly depopulated because of it. It says, the new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. It's the state of America right now. Basically the world, but mainly in America, man. These people are not having fun anymore, man. The merry-hearted are sighing right now. The mirth of Tabaret ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. So the music ain't the same. The mirth of this place is just, they celebrate Christmas and Halloween even to this day, man, but and all these other wicked holidays of theirs, but they don't feel the same to them anymore, man. It's like a burden upon them because life's gotten very hard for them.
Mm-hmm.
They shall not drink wine with a song. It says strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. So again, things are not the same, man. So they're looking to make America great again. But what does the scripture say here? Isaiah 24:10, it says, the city of confusion is broken down. That's America, man. It's broken down. It says every house is shut up that no man may come in, and that's what's coming, man. This place is about to be there's going to be such chaos and violence in America that the cities are going to be troubled. Men are going to be afraid. It says every house is shut up that no man may come in. Okay. The city of confusion is America because America is known as the daughter of Babylon. And when you go into the word Babylon, it means confusion. So when it talks about the city of confusion, it's America. There's many names for America in the Holy Bible. It says there is a crying for wine in the streets. And it ain't talking about actual red wine. It's talking about answers. Really like philosophies, but people want answers, man. There's a crying for, like, everyone's like, what's going on, man? What's going on in the world, People want answers, man. They're confused. It says there's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is dark, and the mirth of the land is gone. Make America great again. I think that's it. I'm gonna leave that there, man, because I could go on all day.
Yeah, and just to add to that point as well, you're seeing a lot of I watch a lot of the elders from the GMS Dallas camp, and
Yeah.
they had some Ethiopians come up to the camp, and they were asking questions, but like, you know, the elders were bringing it out and just telling them basic scriptures, like, look, this, you know, reading the scriptures out in entirety. When they're asking these Ethiopians like specific questions that they should know the answers to, they just had no understanding, absolutely
Mm,
no understanding. It's like you've been in church, you know, this whole time learning from your pastors, and they're not teaching you anything. They didn't know about the MOTB, the micro C hip. They didn't know, like, they didn't have any knowledge on any of this stuff. And it was like, you know, you people are looking for the answers, but you're looking in all the wrong places.
it's
You know,
funny because
Christianity ain't gonna help you. They ain't gonna give you no answers.
yeah, and it's funny because even back when we were in Christianity years ago, man, like the Bible, I always thought to myself, the Bible is a very thick book. How come we don't know? We don't know a lot. Like, they don't teach them, man. They love to waste their time and take their money. That's what it's all about. Making them
That
feel
that
good.
goes into like you say, there's just no hope. There's no answers anywhere in the land. There's,
Yeah,
you know, they're not getting any
yeah,
edification whatsoever. It's like,
yeah.
like, you
There's a
think it's
lot
bad
going on
now, you wait.
because there's a lot going on in the world, a lot of very important things. And how come these people aren't giving people the answers, which is in the Bible? How come they ain't telling them what's going on? Because they ain't got the answers, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to bring up precept. This is in the book of First Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 1. And it says, but of the times
Hold
and
on,
the
hold on.
seasons.
Let me bring your screen up one sec.
Yeah,
There you go.
you see it, yeah. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. And a lot of these people ain't gonna be like prepared. They're all, you know, expecting some single person antichrist to come along, and you know what I mean, the 7 years of peace, like all that's bugged out. I mean, you know what I mean, they got no clue of what's coming, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
But the men of the true men of the Lord are warning the people, because we can see it, you know, like the elder apostles, you know, they say be circumspect, you know, keep your head on a swivel. You got to look at everything that's going on in the world today, and know the times that we're coming into. Right. The point that I wanted to get from this is in verse 3. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety. Now we hear a lot of that from like the Trump side, from the Kamala side, you know, yeah, once we get in office, we're gonna fix everything, we're gonna make things right, everything's gonna go back to normal, you're gonna get jobs, everybody's gonna get raises, you know what I mean? Like peace and safety is what they're preaching. You know, that's their main message that they're bringing out to the world. It's like, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna fix the economy, you know, everything's gonna go back to normal. Inflation, we're gonna get rid of inflation. Nah, you ain't. The Lord is about to increase that. Because when
they
they get
really
into, yeah, I was gonna say, once they get into that power seat, whoever it is, you know, the first thing they're gonna do is they're gonna start sending billions to Israel.
yeah, it don't matter who gets in, because you got to think Trump is down with the small hats, man.
Yeah,
That's their buddy. You know
yeah.
what I mean? So
That's what
and
I mean.
Kamala
Sending
gets in.
billions over to them to strike Iran, and you know,
Listen, whoever's in office has to pledge allegiance to them small hats, man. So
yeah.
they gonna do what their good old puppet master daddy tells them to do. These presidents are selected, not elected, and these people are gonna have to learn the hard way. And when they do, they're gonna
And that's what I mean. And obviously, just to finish this out, it says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So these people thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to get the right candidate in to fix everything. Nah, you you ain't no escape, man. That sudden destruction is coming upon you. When that war kicks off and it boils over, which we can clearly see it's about to happen, guess what? Them oil prices going through the roof. Now how you gonna be able to, afford to drive to your job? How you gonna afford to pay for the groceries, because everything in the shops have gone up because the lorry drivers, have to pay more for fuel now. That ain't getting charged to them. That's getting pushed over to the people.
Yeah.
One thing after the other.
Yeah, exactly, man. One thing I think that could happen, right? And this isn't something that's a prophecy or anything. This is just my observation. I think that Trump could win this, right? And then something will happen where either he'll be disqualified or maybe he'll get assassinated. All these assassination attempts on him. Imagine he gets assassinated in front of all his diehard followers, man. And it's a Jake on top of that. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, Eve gonna be just laughing at the whole
Oh
thing.
my
And
God.
just to ignite the whole that would be good for them.
That would be the perfect recipe for disaster. Esau will lose the plot when they kill his god. They killed Xerxes in front of him.
That's Nero. Nero 2.0.
Nero, yeah.
Blame it
Oh my God.
on them African Americans.
Yeah. But they're suspecting. I got a clip where this guy says he's suspecting that Trump will get in office and then they'll disqualify him, which will send these devils over the wall. Let me quickly bring that out real quick. Let me show you this because it ain't a long clip. It's like less than a minute. Bear with me. Let me drop that down. It's this one here.
What can be put into the Constitution can slip away from you very quickly. And the greatest example going on right now before our very eyes is Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which they're just disappearing with a magic wand, as if it doesn't exist, even though it could not be clearer what it's stating. And so, they want to kick it to Congress. So it's going to be up to us on January 6, 2025, to tell the rampaging Trump mobs that he's disqualified. And then we need bodyguards for everybody in Civil War conditions, all because the 9 justices, not all of them, but these justices who have not many cases to look at every year, not that much work to do, a huge staff, great protection, simply do not want to do their job and interpret what the great 14th Amendment means. And I'm glad that Sherilyn's creating her new center so we can bring that.
I mean, it's like Lord is twisting that knife slow, boy.
Yeah, can. But you see, anything can happen, man. But either way, these prophecies are gonna play out. There's gonna be civil war, man. But we have a few speculations, a few assumptions as to what could set it off. But hey, we don't know the details of what's gonna set it off. We just know that prophecy says there's going to be civil war. So there's many things that could happen, man. Even the Simpsons predicted Trump in a casket. Hey, they could finally get that nigga, yo. Yo, he got him. Hey.
We King got him.
Yeah.
So read in the comments.
It don't matter. Even if what's lucky? Even if it was an Edomite that killed Trump, say he was to get assassinated, they'd still take it out on Jake. Because their last little hope to save America's gone. They want to blame somebody. They ain't gonna blame their own people, are they? They can never hold themselves accountable. All right, this is our reasonable service. 1 John 3:2. Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. And this was when we were talking about earlier, how we don't even know what the kingdom of heaven is going to look like, man. Because it's gonna be, we're gonna have new bodies, we're gonna have powers and all that, and these are the mysteries that these people in Christianity and these people of the world can't get their head around, man. But this is a reality. Everything in the Bible has been true thus far. Why do we have any reason not to believe this? But we are gonna be like the Lord, man. Lord willing, we be them man. You know what I mean? That get delivered. But Israel, we're gonna have new bodies in the kingdom. We're gonna be gods again. Okay. Scripture, the Lord said, ye are gods, we shall die like men. So it says, beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. Because when the Lord appears, we're going to be changed in the twinkling of an eye. You think that our fleshly bodies can go on those chariots that go as fast as they do? You go on a roller coaster and your damn face is coming back like this. You know what I mean? You're feeling the force of that being on a damn roller coaster or whatever. Imagine being on a chariot, man. You'll be a pile of mush on the side of the wall. So of course we have to be changed, but it doth not yet appear what we shall be, for what we shall be. Hold on, let me read that again. I'm reading it wrong. Let me start from the top. Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, Yahushua, who the world calls Jesus, when he appears, it says we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. And the Lord said, the works that I do, greater works than these shall ye do. You know what I mean? So the Lord did all kinds of miracles when he was on the earth. We're going to be doing more than that, man. Lord willing, we're them men, which is a great reward for our obedience, our faith, our patience. We're going to get what Esau only could dream of having, man. It would be beautiful. Romans 8:22. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And that's because the wicked is ruling, the so-called white man. Okay. So no one's happy under his rule because he's a niggard. He's an evil man.
Demon.
He's a demon. Yeah. So the whole world is groaning, even the animals, the trees, the air, the earth is crying out for new rulership, man. These people don't realize that it's us that's gonna bring that peace to the world. Well, Yahushua, but he's gonna beautify the Lord through us, man. We're gonna get this world fixed up, man. It says Romans 8:23, and not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves grown within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit the redemption of our body. That's it, man. Even ourselves are crying out. That's why we do these lessons, man. Constantly saying this devil's got to go. We don't care how offensive it is. We're wise enough to recognize the problem, and we're not scared to call a spade, man. Someone's got to address the elephant in the room. This man's destroying the whole damn earth. Okay, I care about my children's future. Okay, we want peace, we want righteousness, and we understand what the solution is this devil has to go, man. So it says, let me break this down a bit more. Waiting for the adoption, right? Because the Lord is gonna bring us back into the fold, and bring us and put the laws in our inward parts to wit the redemption of our body. That's it. Let's read Numbers 35 and 33. It says, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. Right? So you shed blood in a land, it's going to defile it, right? It says, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So balance has to be restored. These devils always love to say, oh, it wasn't me, it was my ancestors. Why should I have to pay for what my ancestors did? That's a cop-out, man. Someone's got
You
to
are
pay
your
for that.
ancestors.
They are their ancestors. That's one thing they don't understand, is because they don't understand reincarnation, and that reincarnation is very much biblical. Why the hell else do you think Yahweh Shai said that every eye shall see him, even those that pierced him? Because they're here again today. Okay, so these people that did what they did to us back in them days, they're here today, man. Okay, so so basically it says, if you go to a land like America and kill all the Gadites, the Native Americans, with blood, you've defiled that land. And the only way to cleanse that land is by the blood of them that shed that blood being shed. So balance has to be restored. Karma, call it karma, whatever, man. But this is what this is saying. These devils are getting ready to pay for all the wickedness of their ancestors, which was ultimately them in the first place, man. And they don't want to believe it, man. They actually think they're going to ride off into the sunset with what they did. And we just have to quit complaining, because that was then. Let's move forward after we done stole everything, put you all working 9 to 5s and destroyed the whole damn earth and destroyed life. But yet, it ain't us. Whatever, man. Damn devils. They got to understand, the Most High is a God of justice. It's not justice if they just get away with what they done. Revelations 11 and 18, it says, and the nations were angry. And that's what's going on right now. That's perfect precept, man. These Edomites are pissed right now, man. They ready to take their anger out on anybody with color in their skin. They don't care if you're from India. They don't care if you ain't American. You saw that movie, what was it, Civil War? And they don't put movies like that out for nothing. They know what's coming, man. But remember that man said, "What kind of American are you?" And he said, he said, "I'm from such and such," and they let him live. And then that guy from Tokyo, he said, "Where are you from?"
You're an Asian American.
Shitting himself. He said, "Tokyo." Killed him right there and then, man. And these people are ready to take their country back. Revelations 11 and 18, it says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, because that's what's coming soon. And the time is ripe and ready for the Lord's arrival, man. It says, and thy wrath is come, the wrath of the Lord. It says, in the time of the dead that they should be judged, because the dead are going to rise first unto judgment. It says, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets. It doesn't have the rest of it up there, but that's cool. Right. So it says to give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, right? I think there was more on that. Yeah, there is more. And to them that fear thy name, small and great. It's all good though. I'll pull it up. Let me just quickly let's pull that up real quick. Shouldn't take me long. 1 second. Revelations 11. Oh, what's going on here? Put that. Get rid of that. Why is that?
So you want to share my screen? I've got it up on mine.
Have you got on yours, have you?
Yeah.
All right. 1 sec. Let me come back, because I don't know what's going on with this. Why is that? Yo, drop down, man. What the hell? All right, cool. Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
Yeah. You want to read it or?
No, you can read it.
All right. So it says Revelation 11 and 18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give us reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
Yeah, that's right. So the Lord is getting ready to destroy them that destroy the earth, man. Is it Jake in the hood, killing each other, destroying the earth? Yeah, to a certain degree it is. But who's the ones running the earth? Who are the managers of the earth? Who was the earth given to? Who is the twin brother that has the fatness of the earth, man? That's who you need to point the finger at. Because if they didn't pump drugs and guns and rap music in our community, then we wouldn't be a part of the problem. I mean, we might, because Jake is just wicked, don't matter what. When we're in this flesh, you're gonna have wicked people of all colors or all nations and walks of life. But the manager of the earth, that's who you want to go to when you have a problem.
Yeah, when
You want to go
you're
to the
talking
manager.
about like pollution and all that other stuff,
Yeah.
fracking, they're poisoning the waters,
Yep.
oil spills, killing all the what do you call it, the coral reefs. Remember that
Yeah.
that story where they were trying to recycle tires and they were throwing all them tires in bundles in
Yeah,
the ocean, and they
man.
completely destroyed the ecosystem.
Yep.
You
They've
know
done
what I
too
mean? Like,
much.
they were celebrating that. That was all over the news, like a brilliant thing that they were doing. It was just like, man, you destroyed the earth, and you were promoting it to people to just go out there and just dump their garbage in the ocean. Like,
Mm.
that's crazy.
Yeah, because these people, they're not fit rulers of the earth, and that's why the Lord has to take them out of power, man. Because there will never be peace on earth if these people. The scriptures actually say that there'll be no flesh left if he didn't speed up the time for the elect's sake. Because this man is on a mad one, and he's getting ready to kill everybody, man, including himself, if he's not stopped.
Yeah.
So, in order to
I think
save the world,
that was in Florida as well. It might have been Miami or somewhere like that. But that's the hypocrisy of this devil, because now he's turned around saying, "Oh, global warming, global pollution." Now he wants to stuff everybody in 15-minute cities, like that's going to fix the damage that he's caused.
yeah, really, there are plagues happening in this world as far as weather changes and weather disasters and stuff, but they're not gonna give that credit to the Lord. They're gonna cash in on that. They're gonna say, "Oh, we need to lock you down in 15-minute cities. We need you eating bugs. Okay, we need you to stop eating meat." This is what it is. The type of things they're gonna say, because their motto is never let a good crisis go to waste. So you already know what it is. But yeah, it says, and shouldst give us reward to thy servants, the prophets, because we're gonna get rewarded for our service to the Lord. Everyone's gonna receive what they've done in this flesh, man. It says unto the saints and them that fear thy name, small and great. So there goes that name again. We just did a lesson on that. You have to fear his name. Can't call him Jesus. You call him Jesus, you're disrespecting his name. You ain't fearing his name. All these people calling on Jesus are about to have the biggest rude awakening ever. It should destroy them, which destroy the earth. Yeah, a Thawada GMS in his likeness. I'm glad that you are liking this lesson. It says these lessons are highly edifying. I'm humbled to be a part. Thawada. Hey, and we're honored,
Hey,
and
man,
I mean this
honored to have you with us, man.
from the
Have both
bottom
you
of our
brothers with
heart,
us.
man. It feels good to have brothers that are actually a part of the truth, the Lord's prophets actually accepting us, and not marking us as some bug out, and you're actually accepting us as part of the circle, part of the brotherhood, man. So that is an honor to us too. So the honor is all ours, man. And but that's a humble thing to say. So I must have said something earlier that was funny. One of us, I don't know what he was laughing at, but yeah, man. Give me
Yeah.
my reparations in blood, and that's
Right.
that's right. Esau, see, Esau. You talk about reparations, they start to cringe, man. They don't think they owe us nothing. They say you had a black president, but the Lord, yeah, these people, they're gonna receive for what they've done in the earth, man. They've shed a lot of blood, so the Lord can only make it right in blood, and that's hey, that's our reparation. Give me my reparations in blood. That's right, you devils, man. It's only right. Sirach in the Apocrypha, which is very much a part of the Holy Bible for them that don't know. Because you do have people, when you bring out these precepts that they're unfamiliar with in Christianity, they'll say, that's not part of the Bible. I've heard that so many times, man, but I just leave them to it. Figure it out yourself, man. It says, Book of Sirach 10:4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And that's the spirit, because I was thinking of grabbing that when I was talking about that earlier, that this world needs new management. That's the exact precept that came to mind. And that's why I say, us brothers, man, we all have that same mindset, and it's what makes us think special, man. We're all unified in the spirit of the Lord. We've got the spirit of the Lord upon us. We are the light bearers, man. We are the true Illuminati.
Yeah, what was the scripture say? When 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, that I am in the midst thereof,
Yeah, man.
Hey, it's the spirit, man.
Yeah. Any 2 or 3 or even more, you're all gathered in unity in the name of the Lord, the true name of the Lord, and true doctrine. And you're in the right spirit. You're worshiping him in spirit and in truth. Hey, the Lord is right here with us, man. And he approves of this lesson. He approves of this message. It says Sirach 10:4, Ecclesiasticus, otherwise known as Sirach 10:4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. So if Donald Trump comes into office, hey, the Lord wanted him in office, not because he's a great man, a great ruler. It's because he wants to set off prophecy, man. He wants to get this thing popping. So the power of the earth is in the hand.
Fulfilled, isn't it?
Huh?
His will needs to be fulfilled.
That's it. That's right. So the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. It says, and in due time, which that time is coming, he will set over it one that is profitable. And I'm gonna grab a precept to that, right? Because who's the one that's profitable, right? You got Jacob and Esau. You've also got Yahushua. Let's quickly Yahushua is gonna rule on the earth. But you're also gonna have Esau ruling now. So the power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord, and in due time, he's going to set over a new ruler. Let's see. Oh, where am I? 2 Ezra 6 and 9. So 2 Ezra 6 and 9. And you must have the Apocrypha to understand the Bible, because it was taken out. And you'll never understand. This is the missing pieces of the puzzle. You'll never understand the Bible without it, because it's full of prophecy of these times we're living in now. So it says, for Esau is the end of the world. So Esau is not done away with, vocab alone. These Edomites are the ones ruling at the end of the world. Esau is Edom. So the Edomites are the end of the world. They're the ones that are going to destroy the world, right? And it says in Jacob, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So the new earth, the kingdom of heaven, is ruled by brown people. Okay, get them out of our country. Yeah, we're taking the world, man. We're crossing every border there is, because we're gonna own the whole damn world and deal with it.
We sort of call it the planet of the apes. It's going to be the planet of the Jakes.
And that's why they make movies like that, man, because it's all based on the Bible. When he's talking about what was it? Beware the Beast Man.
Mm-hmm.
That was part of that movie. What do you think that was saying? And the Beast Man, who's that Beast Man? It says, because he will make a desert of his home and yours, shun him and drive him back to his jungle lair, for he will make a desert of his world and yours. Basically, hey, realize he's your enemy, he's the problem, and turn on his ass. Okay? Flee from him, because he's the problem. He ain't your damn friend, he's the enemy. Is what that scene in that movie was saying. But it goes over most people's head because they don't know what's going on, man. They don't know the Bible. 2 Ezra 7 and 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, right? The day of doom. That just sounds horrible, doesn't it? The day of doom. When you think of doom, you think, damn, that nightmarish day. The day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, right? So basically, when this world is done with, then comes immortality, immortal bodies. Okay, we're going to be upgraded. You think we're going to stay in this measly flesh in the kingdom of heaven? No, we're going to enjoy the the fruits of this world on a higher level than you can enjoy this world in this flesh. We're
Yeah,
going to
we're
be
gonna
able to
live for the
fly,
first time.
huh?
We're gonna live.
We're
We're
going to
gonna
real
actually
live
live.
on a level that Esau could only fantasize and masturbate over about. That's why he makes all them Marvel movies, man, because that's his fantasy, is to be like them. Captain America and all that. Crazy, man. That ain't for Esau, that's for us. Imagine Esau with eternal life and power. My God, we're all screwed, man. Can you imagine that? Esau with
No.
power and eternal life.
It would literally be like what's that TV program, The Boys? It'd be like Homelander, just complete opposite of being a good guy, is complete evil Superman, basically.
Yeah,
Be like a Brightburn, but on the
yeah,
left hand side. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Because Esau has somewhat power because he has the whole world in his grip. He has the whole world in his hand right now, right? And look what he's done while he's had power, man. He's shown you who he is. The condition of this world is a reflection of his heart's condition. It ain't right. Otherwise, we wouldn't have these problems we have in the world right now, man. So imagine him with eternal power, eternal life, immortality. He'll have us all in cages, like you see when that guy woke up on Neo woke up in the Matrix and he was in that pod and he was
oh yeah,
bold and full of slime all over him, and he looks around and he sees all these pods with humans growing. That's what Esau would do with us, man. He'd have us, he'd just suck all the energy out of us, living in little pods, feeding us through tubes. Just literally, like, because he's already trying to chip everyone up and just have control over you, track you. You ain't living free in a world that ruled by him. Imagine him with eternal life, man. Nah, that's for Jacob, okay? You devils are something else, man. You weren't created righteous. So let me continue that. Second Ezra 7 and 43. But the day of doom, right? The nukes, the day of the Lord, the day them nukes get let off, shall be the end of this time, because this world is going out with a loud noise, man. Esau's world, okay? It says, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. I'm wondering if there's a little bit more meat on that. Let me quickly second Ezra 7 and 43. Quickly turn to it. Yeah, there is a little bit more meat on that. Let's see. Intemperance is at an end. Infidelity is cut off. Righteousness is grown and truth is sprung up. Because Esau thrives on lies. He don't know how to tell the truth. That's why you have such thing as propaganda or deep fake videos, or everything's just based on lies, man. That's why you have to really dig deep to find out real history. That's why you have to go on social media where people are bringing out things to find out real news, man. Because there ain't no truth in this world. Well, there is now, but that's coming through, the men that the Lord set up.
you got to think about it like this, right? Look how much the world has changed since the Israelites came on the scene and started bringing this truth out on YouTube and stuff. It's gotten to the point now where, like, you've got Christians, like, sort of, I mean, they're not bringing out the truth, but they're mimicking us. Like, the Bible's been sprung back into life, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and it's, you know what I mean? It's changed the whole world, man. And it's getting to a point now where Esau's being exposed on so many levels that he's doing everything he can to try and stop it. Like, because there's just so much truth that's been hidden from the world. But now it's all coming to light, and he's doing everything he can to try and stop that message from getting out. But there is no stopping it. You know
Yeah,
what I
'cause
mean?
truth is the greatest weapon against them. And then where can you find the truth? In the scriptures, in the Bible.
Yeah, exactly.
So the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, they're spiritual, man. We are kicking his ass with words while everyone else is marching, voting, going to the gun range and stocking up on ammo, thinking they're gonna change the world, man. Let's vote for Kamala, she'll fix things. No, she's not. Okay. This truth shining the light on this roach is gonna make him scatter. Okay. This demon likes to thrive in the dark, keep you in the dark. You know, he thrives on lies and deception. That's how he's able to stay in power. Because if everybody knew the truth, they'd realize what scumbag this man is, man. But everyone loves this man like he's something special. His women have no ass. He can't dance. Like, there's nothing special about him. Why do you think just because he's ruling right now don't mean he's the right ruler for the earth? He's stole his way to the top. That ain't fair. This man don't play fairly. But you can't explain nothing to Jake. They just so damn retarded. It's crazy, man. Something that we could see so clear. The Lord shows the power of the Lord. The Lord is blinded the hell out of people. For something that we see so clear, they can't wrap their head around it. God loves everybody. John 3:16. Anyway, I'm just going off on one. Let me bring out that preset one more time because I think there was a little bit more meat on that. Second Ezra 7:45. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that have gotten the victory. And that's the thing. In the kingdom of heaven, no man is going to be able to save Esau because it was written. He's the son of perdition. What do you think perdition means? Destruction. He's gonna be destroyed, and there ain't nothing you can do to save him. Esau's judgment is written in stone. You can't save these devils. And it says, nor to oppress him that have gotten the victory, because the oppressor is going to cease once we have him under our foot. And those are the ones that get the victory. They're the ones that are going to have him under their foot. Lord willing, we be them men, man. I think that's it on that. Let me just check real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there, man. I think I had one or two more precepts to bring up. Let me just change screens real quick. Daniel 4:17. Yeah. All right, Daniel 4:17. It says, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand to the word of the holy ones, and the demand by the word of the holy ones to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men." So if Donald Trump comes into power, the Lord did that. If Kamala comes into power, the Lord did that, because he's the one that rules in the kingdom of men. He's the one that puts in power who's going to be in power. And it ain't the people. It's all to fulfill prophecy. It's not because they're the right ruler. You got to understand this. It says, and giveth it. So he gives power or rulership, right? And giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. So the people ruling the world right now are known as the basis of men. This is why I say that there's nothing special about so-called white man. He stole his way to the top, and he's got you all fooled into thinking that he's the best thing since sliced bread, when he's got the real rulers of the earth in a very poor state right now, pushing rap music on them, pushing drugs and guns in their community, destroying their women with feminism. And then they want to moan about the monster that they created. When they see Eve twerking on the cars and acting a damn fool, or little niggas with dreads running up in shops and looting it, he only has himself to blame for that, man. Okay? Because we're a product of the environment that he put us in, But ultimately, the Lord did that to us. So, but he used Esau to do it. So they can't be complaining. They're the wicked, man. How you think people are gonna behave in a shitty environment? You think they're gonna act all civil and classy? when they're living in ghettos and Swallow. Crazy, man. I think that's it. Let me just check the comment board real quick. GMS in his likeness. These Shedamites are made like ironing boards. no, no acid, no
acetal.
acetal.
They got long backs.
Long back, yeah. Long back,
Iron boards, no long.
Yeah, man. You see Becky with no behind trying to twerk, and it's just like she's popping her back in and out. It's just and
Right.
that's why when I think of Edomite women, I can't get aroused, man, because that's the image I have in my head. Like, they're just not shaped right, man. They're shaped like a blob of custard or something, man. Terrible. No color in their skin, no gloss, no shininess, their hair is like straight and oily looking, and God forbid they get their hair rained on, they smell like a wet dog. But it just shows, man, that these people, there's nothing special about them. Our people are fooled, man, because they're ruling right now and all they do is glorify themselves. Hey, I guess that's what you're gonna do if you got power of the world. You're gonna make yourself look better than others, ain't you? But it just works a wonder on the minds of the simple. But I've got one more video I want to play and then we'll close it out, because I wanted to play all these clips. Because this lesson, obviously the Spirit of the Lord has changed the direction of it a little bit, but it's all good, man. It's still edifying. It's still fellowshipping. Lord willing, people are still enjoying this lesson and learning from this lesson. But I'm going to bring this video out here and then might speak on it a little bit and then we'll close it out.
Donald Trump has suggested we have a purge. Fucking purge. I'm going to tell you right now, if we have a purge, the Europeans are going to dip the fuck out. They are going to get the fuck out of this country so goddamn quick. Because yes, there will be people who are going to go shoplifting. There are people who are going to raid banks. There are people who are going to steal shit. Yes, but there is going to be a large percentage of Black folks, Mexicans, Native Americans, Asians that are going to rally together to go ahead and get their fucking lick back. They're going to get their lick back for their ancestors. They're going to get their lick back for slavery. They're going to get their lick back for the Trail of Tears. They're going to get their lick back for having to build these fucking railroads and then being put into internment camps. They're going to get their lick back for being ran off their fucking land. Donald Trump, you just putting your people in danger, bro. You in danger, girl. No way. We would all turn our heads at one individual race in this country if we had a purge. Baby, y'all would be on y'all fucking own. And that's not something I'm making up in my head. That is the honest to God truth. See, right now, European Americans feel safe in this country because there's laws. There's laws that save them. There's laws that put them up top. There's laws set in place where they can get away with a lot of shit. But imagine if all those laws were gone for everybody. Imagine if we all were on the same playing field. I think you want to take that back, boy. I think you may want to take that back. Retract your statement.
Hey, man. Now, Eve, she's right to a certain degree, because if Esau didn't have his blessing, then yeah, Jake would get the victory over Esau during the time of Jacob's trouble, which is coming. There is going to be lawlessness, and a lot of Jakes are going to get their lick back on Esau for all he's done. But Esau got his blessing, man, so it ain't gonna be quite as she thinks it is, man.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was like, you laughing, like,
yeah,
it's just gonna be a one-sided, victory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
you don't understand. Esau was blessed with the sword, man. like that first video you played, man. Them people are preparing for war. They're getting all the ammo, getting all the guns, buying extra rounds and all this other stuff. While Eve on this side is on TikTok making dance videos or complaining about men and all this other stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like you acting like it's gonna be a one-sided thing. Like we're all gonna come together. You know, some of them, them dodgy ass Jakes that are gonna be fighting. You think they're gonna be like standing side by side with you, Eves? No, they're gonna be out to get what they could get. You know what I mean?
That's it. That's right, man.
Let me bring out this quick precept actually, because it just
Yeah.
sprang to mind.
All right, can.
This is in the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech." Now, a lot of the time when we're telling Eve, like, look, the times are about to come when shit hits the fan. It ain't gonna be like a sweet walk in the park, man. You women are gonna be like targets, man. Like literally, you are the most vulnerable because you decide to speak out against men. You don't need men. You know what I mean? You ain't got no hedge of protection on you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like you women, it worries me sometimes because I'm thinking, damn, that is not going to be a time you want to be a woman, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure the scriptures say that as well. Like, you know, women
Yeah.
gonna be trying their hardest to like not stand out. All these women that have the BBLs and all that work done, they unlucky, man. Unlucky. You
Mm.
got them Instagram
Yeah,
account.
try running away from Esau with his blessing with a BBL.
That's what
He's
I
gonna
mean.
put
Like,
gonna
they
put
got them
one in each
Instagram
cheek.
accounts, them Jakes and Edomites just looking at them Instagram accounts like, yeah, give me 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Give me five. Man, they're gonna have all the time they need because they're just gonna abduct you and tie you up in a dungeon. Ain't no
Oh
one
my
going to
God.
freaking like look for you because everybody's going trying to like keep themselves safe. You know what I mean?
And a lot of these Edomites are pervs, man, and they be fantasizing over Jake women, Eve,
Oh
but
yeah,
they
for
know they
sure,
can't
man.
have her
Ghetto
because
gaggers.
yeah, they a lot of times they can't have her, man, because a lot of them Eves don't want Esau because he's just a greasy, nasty, weird bastard. But they
Mhm.
gonna have fun with their fantasy during that time.
That's right. It says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. It
Mm.
says, tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Like it's gonna be a time like no other, man. And like I say, man, like it's difficult to think about what potentially may happen. And this woman here is just, oh yeah, we all gonna get together and we
Mm.
gonna, you might want
Mm.
to like, nah, man, like
Mm.
you don't understand. Like even the people that you think you're rocking with, they're looking at you in this a slick kind of way. You know what I mean? Giving you that side eye, like, yeah, give
Yeah.
me the opportunity, and yeah, it's a
Uh,
wrap. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it's
Scriptures
crazy,
say
man.
the scriptures say thy lovers shall despise thee, man.
Mhm.
These simps are gonna go ham on these women too, man.
Yeah, all that proud boasting that you do on TikTok and all that other stuff, that's gonna come back and bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy, man.
Yeah, because all these things that you're reading right here is prophecy.
Hmm.
Regardless if Kamala wins, say Kamala was to win, hey, this prophecy is still gonna play out, so she ain't gonna save shit.
Yeah,
Whoever comes into power after this election, they ain't saving you Eves, man. You Eves are in trouble. That's why the
like that,
Lord is
and
about.
that's what I mean as well. Because think about all the Eves that have deleted their babies. You know what I mean? Like behind their man's back. You know, the man wanted to keep it, and she just went and did it, and twerking in there, put it all on TikTok and Instagram, like twerking in the clinic. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Like you don't think those men like that does something to a man like mentally, and he's like holding that, like, yeah, okay, give me the opportunity. And
mhm.
now all hell's broken loose. There ain't no police, no emergency services. You think a restraining order is going to stop him from coming around your yard,
Yeah,
paying you a visit?
yeah, because Trump was talking about a purge and all that, but he's basically blowing a dog whistle to his
Yeah,
followers that to put ideas in their head
that's why
as to
they
what
locking and
will.
loading. You know,
Yeah,
getting that
yeah,
ammo. Because they know they keep bringing it out. You got what were they called? The Proud Boys? Was it called the Proud Boys?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, look, man, I don't know, man. That country is gonna
It's
be
a shit.
crazy, man.
America's a shit show, man.
Yeah. Dang, man, that's crazy. And that's what I mean. Like, you know, well, I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah,
Is it tomorrow that they do
yeah,
the thing?
tomorrow.
Oh, man, yeah, that's gonna be
Or it's-
wild, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're that close. And thing is, like, everything could change from this point on, man. All I
Mhm.
know is 2025 is gonna be a hell of a year, man. One hell of a damn year. Because there's a lot of things in the pipeline. You got the new president, whoever that's gonna be. You've got this war that's getting escalating like crazy. That ain't gonna die down. Okay. So there's many things that 20 you can look forward to in 2025, man. And I reckon that will be the year of the Karagma. But that's my opinion because of how close we are, man. We'll see.
Yeah.
Lord willing. 'Cause we know we ain't taking it. yeah, we ain't taking that shit. And that ain't just me talking on a full belly. That's the faith I have, man. But anyway, you got anything else you want to bring out?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah, it's been quite a lengthy lesson, but longer than we expected it to be. But that's because we had help on a comment board. We had brothers tuning in, making this lesson, making this lesson
Yeah,
better.
it's a lot of you
Shalom.
brothers, man. You
the water.
brothers out there that adding comments to the comment board, man. May the Most High bless and keep you, man.
Yeah. How about Shemi Al Shai Barakatam?
Yeah, how about you, Shy? Rakatam.
All right, we'll close it out here then. Lord willing, you people have been edified. Let's just stay tuned, man. And hey Khan, let's highlight these real quick. Shalom. Shalom Ak.
Shalom.
And GMS in his likeness. Shalom. Shalom, brother. And hopefully see you brothers again soon. Lord willing, you brothers out there that may be watching this have been edified. And we're going to close it out here, and we're going to give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh.
Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Ruchak, Wadash.
All right, shalom.
All right, shalom.